Man, we got a show for you guys here today that you definitely want to stick around for, so please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, let me get into this topic. What happened? This morning, I woke up, I opened up my phone, I jumped on Instagram, and all of a sudden, I see a video, I believe it's from SportsCenter, of Shannon Sharpe in what seemed like an altercation between himself and I saw some Memphis Grizzlies players. And I'm like, wait. What the hell happened? Now, as y'all know, last night, there was a big game. I believe it was on TV. No, obviously it was on TV, but I believe it was a nationally televised game. I could be wrong. Between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies, right? It was a pretty big game. And in attendance was one Shannon Sharpe. But as usual, in most Grizzlies games, so was Ja Morant's father. He was there as well. So as I started to do some research, I was able to pick up some bits and pieces of what was really going on. Apparently, Shannon Sharpe was having some words with some of the Memphis Grizzlies players, and I believe some of those players took exception to it, and then they started coming towards him, and then all of a sudden it led to what it led to, and they had to be separated. Now, for those of you that think that this was just an isolated incident, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Here's why. As y'all know, the Memphis Grizzlies are the biggest trash-talking team in the entire sport. I cannot think of a team collectively that talks more trash than the Memphis Grizzlies. They're one of the most exciting teams to watch. Ja Morant, as a talent, is one of the most exciting basketball players to see. And Ja Morant is one of these guys that's getting better every single year. So he's a guy I got tremendous respect for because he's actually in the NBA improving, unlike other players that we know that I'm not going to get touch on at this moment. But they're the number one trash-talking team in the entire league, right? And if you remember back well, if your memory serves you well, a few weeks ago, the Memphis Grizzlies went out there and lost. I believe it was against the Golden State Warriors, I believe it was them. And they brought this to the attention of Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe, the same Shannon Sharpe, on Undisputed. And when Shannon Sharpe was asked to give his opinion on it, he didn't hold back. He did not hold back. He basically said that this Memphis Grizzlies team, they do a lot of trash talking. They do a lot of yapping. They're always trash talking. But they haven't won anything. He said, I've never seen a team that has never won a single thing talk as much trash as the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, the sentiments that Shannon gave in that particular show is something that a lot of NBA fans, probably outside of Memphis and outside of Ja Morant fans, feel. How do I know this? Because recently, I believe the player's name from the Grizzlies is Desmond Baines, if I'm not mistaken. He went on the JJ Redick podcast. And while he was there, I got to give JJ some credit for this. He said, but you guys are aware that a lot of people and a lot of fans find you guys to be very, very annoying, right? Like, you guys are aware of that. I just want to bring it to your attention. So by JJ Redick saying that, it proves that a lot of NBA fans find the Memphis Grizzlies to be annoying. Outside of Memphis Grizzlies fans, maybe people from the city of Memphis, Ja Morant fans, most people think it's annoying. Why? Because here you have a team that talks so much trash, but they don't have any accomplishments to back it up. And it's one of the reasons why you saw when they played against the Golden State Warriors and you saw Klay Thompson was giving them buckets. And I believe in that game, Stephen Curry didn't even play. And you saw Klay Thompson, trash talking, rubbing it in their faces. Draymond Green was also doing his thing. And Klay Thompson was like, this is almost comical. I think they asked him about a rivalry. He's like, how is this a rivalry? How is it a rivalry? We've been winning. Who are these dudes? Like, we're the dynasty here, which they are. The Golden State Warriors are the modern dynasty of the NBA. It's them, right? It's them. They've won so many championships and gone to so many finals. They're the dynasty, the current dynasty we have going in the NBA. But he was like, what's going on here? Like, this is madness. What I believe is this. I believe that Ja Morant and his people are 100% aware of what Shannon Sharpe has been saying about them, because he's on a huge platform, sports show, right? And Undisputed. So they're fully aware of it. They know what he's been saying. And the part in all of this that kind of surprises me is that, why are the Memphis Grizzlies flaring up like this? Y'all talk so much trash. The moment you get a little bit of your own medicine, all of a sudden the whole bench want to come over and jump Shannon and do all of this, and we want to touch him up and rough him up and all of this stuff. That's corny to me, number one. And number two, salute to Shannon Sharpe, because Shannon Sharpe stood his ground. He was there by himself. Nobody came, like nobody was there standing with him, barking with him. It was him versus all of them, versus Ja, versus his dad, versus Steven Adams, and whoever else has something to say, right? Shannon Sharpe stood his ground. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know what those players were thinking. Now, obviously, Steven Adams is reported to be the strongest player in the NBA. But Shannon Sharpe is a football player. Last time I checked, football players are very physical people, given the nature of their profession and the nature of their work. Football is an extremely physical sport. Football players are none to play with, number one. Number two, do y'all know how strong Shannon Sharpe is? Go look at some of the videos of Shannon Sharpe actually lifting. He's not one of those guys that just looks like those guys with muscles that looks strong. He looks very powerful. No, he's actually strong. Like, he's strong. And Shannon Sharpe is not a young kid. I believe he's in his 50s. He's a very strong man. So Shannon, to me, looked like he was ready for whoever would have stepped into his personal space. And to me, I love the fact that he backed it up, because the Memphis Grizzlies, again, are always talking some trash. And in a moment when you get somebody of notoriety talking trash to you, all of a sudden everybody wants to flare up and let's go over to Shannon and blah, 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 and all of these different things, right? I think Shannon Sharpe represents an opinion that a lot of people feel, that these guys are annoying, right? They're annoying. It's one of the things that Klay Thompson was talking about. So to me, Shannon was well within his right. He basically was telling him, you can't guard LeBron. He's too big for you. But that's just trash talk. But that's what y'all do too. So to me, after kind of doing some quick research, I understand exactly where Shannon Sharpe was coming from. And I'm glad that he voiced his opinion, right? I'm glad that he voiced his opinion, and he had every right to do it. Because it's not like as if he was just up there going at cats that don't talk trash. No, these guys are notorious trash talkers. All of them. They rub it in your face. When they're beating opponents, they rub it in your face. So in that particular moment, they got a little taste of their own medicine. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about that exchange? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.